One of the new and exciting things about HTML5 is the simplified Doctype declaration that you see here on line 1. Compare that with this. This is a page of code from an XHTML 1.0 strict. You can see that right here. You can read the code because it says XHTML 1.0 strict. And this line 1 and 2 together make up the Doctype declaration. And notice how long and tedious it would be to type all of this. And you certainly do not ever want to try to type in a Doctype declaration by hand, not anything like this. Because if you make a mistake, that forces the browsers that people use to hit your website to do funny things. And so you want to make sure you get this Doctype declaration correct. And there are times where you want to use XHTML 1.0 strict or transitional or whatever, but in HTML5 not only are we going to be able to do much more as far as just the effects, the things that we can offer, the things that we can cause the browsers to do. We can do a lot of new things in HTML5 that we could not do in XHTML1. So we want to use HTML5, but we want to make sure we get that right. So here's what you need to do. If you ever need to type a doctype for an XHTML document, open your browser and do a Google search on Doctype. And the first hit you get should be the right one. This is the World Wide Web Consortium, so we call that W3C. This is the site of the people who make the standards, who write the standards for how web pages are supposed to be built. And if you scroll down this page, then you will see, by the way, here is an example of a properly built basic structure of a web page using XHTML 1.0 strict. But here are the old HTML 4.01. I was using these back in the 90s to build web pages. And here are the XHTML 1.0 strict, transitional, and frame set declarations. This is the one right here that I was just showing you in Notepad++. And then there are some other XHTML. And then here's HTML5 and the one that we used in our first assignment in week 1. Notice it says HTML5 is not a standard yet, and that's true. It's not a finalized standard by the World Wide Web Consortium, but there is enough of it that is known now that our publisher could turn out the textbook that we're using, and there's enough of it known now that we can and we should go ahead and start learning this language to build web pages, because this is absolutely the language of the future. So be sure that whenever you're creating web pages, and if you have to create any pages with XML or XHTML and you need these long Doctype declarations, don't try to type those by hand. Go to the web and find them so that you can just copy and paste into your HTML documents.